It's gonna be a little bit hard to see maybe since there's a car parked right next to me, but this should pick up pretty good. And this is the current situation. Yeah, this is the current situation. Now, if you guys have been following along on the channel here recently, as we have traveled and driven around the country up through Canada, then you know the struggles that we face when it comes to tires, specifically the back rear driver's side. This is a brand new tire. It probably has a few hundred miles on it. Car is still completely filthy, by the way. And that is the current situation. We are dead in the water, folks. We are flat yet again. Now, that problem is going to have to just literally sit there. It's just going to have to sit there for the time being because I don't have time today to get it resolved. And actually, this has been a problem since, oh man, probably for a few days now, really. Since we stayed at the Nobu Hotel in Buckhead. So yeah, we've just been pumping it up with air along the way, but it has been sitting for a few days, and ultimately it is now completely aired down. And we already have plans. We already have a boat scheduled that we're taking out. We're taking out a pontoon boat today, and this is like the last hurrah for the kid, for my daughter, before school. So she's got some friends coming with her. We're going to take the boat out. We're going to jump in the water, hopefully not see any sharks over there at Crab Island today, but enjoy the summer, enjoy the day, enjoy the weather. Today is definitely breezier than the last few days. So I know it's going to be a scorcher. I know it's going to be hot, but hopefully this breeze kind of mitigates the heat. And the pontoon has plenty of shade and cover, but will also be in the water. Now, granted, the water temperature may be extremely hot, but hey, there could be worse problems to have, like a flat tire or a broken boat. And that would suck. Like, no lie, if I owned a boat and anything were to happen to it, especially during the summer, when you really want to use it during the spring, summer, even in Florida, you could probably use a boat year round. Actually, you can. I'll take you guys out with us in the fall and in the winter, because the way the weather is here, you can use a boat year round. However, we don't own our boats because we almost did. We went, and actually what we did was we went to Bass Pro Shop, and we this is during the supply chain shortage. You couldn't get a pontoon boat. You couldn't get anything, really. You couldn't get anything but disappointment. That was plenty of disappointment going around for everybody. Now you can almost get whatever you want, but now you're gonna have to pay through the nose for it. And if you're not paying cash, then you're paying extremely high interest. So either way, regardless, we went and we tried to buy a pontoon boat, which is a good thing that we didn't buy one, because if we did, I would have ended up buying a new truck, and the cost would have just continuously mounted and compounded and piled on top of each other. And basically what it would have been was we would have bought a pontoon boat for about 60 grand. We would have bought a new diesel truck probably for about 85,000. And then we would have had to find a place to store the boat, which hindsight, we could probably store the boat where we store the van, because we got like a 40-foot spot. So we could probably put the boat in with the van in the same spot, because the van's only 24 feet long. So we would still have, probably not enough room. But either way, we didn't do it. The sales guy at Bass Pro Shop, real cool dude, he said, you probably want to just take some boats out and test them first before you buy one, okay? And we don't have any to sell you anyway, so you're looking at 6 to 8 months wait time as it is. Perfect. We went out, we rented some boats, we talked to some friends, and then that's when we came across some friends that told us about Freedom Boat Club. Now, this is not a sponsored video for Freedom Boat Club or anything like that, but it's just to let you guys know that we use Freedom Boat Club. We're members of Freedom Boat Club, which allows us access to any and all of their fleet pretty much anytime around the country, and a few international places that we want to travel internationally for our own experience, but also, hey, let's use Freedom Boat Club in France or something like that. So either way, we do that. They own the boats. They manage the boats. They they store the boats. They maintain the boats. And when we want to go somewhere different, for instance, if we want to go to Pensacola Beach, or if we want to go to Panama City Beach, or if we want to go to Key West, if we want to go to anywhere, Lake Lanier, we just book a boat and there you have it. The beauty of that is depending on what boat you want or how many people or what the day is like or what the event's going to be is the boat that you choose. So literally, you really can't beat it. You know, I don't want to jinx the situation, but I really don't know how they turn a profit by doing this because of how much we pay for it and how much the boats cost and everything that goes into it. The constant being fuel is always going to be an expense. So we pay for the fuel and we pay a service fee for a surcharge for them to fill the boats, which is like $5 or $10. But that's pretty much it. We would have paid for fuel no matter what. And hey, I can't believe it. It's an amazing membership. I think there's another company out there that does it similarly. I don't remember the name of them. I think it's like Nautique or something, or Nautical or Nautarent. I don't know. But Freedom Boat Club is actually, it's a company under or owned by Brunswick. And if you guys know, Brunswick is like the huge bowling and billiard company. I think they're in billiards too. I need to go bowling again, see if I can get that 300. But either way, that's the plan for today. We're going to take the boat out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to record content. We're going to make videos that we're going to upload to other channels and also to the Patreon. Funny thing, Michelle was joking with me. She's like, you should make a new tier on Patreon. You can sell your feet pics. I was like, no, I'm not selling feet pics on Patreon. But either way, she was just joking. Unless you guys want to see my feet pics. Just joking. But either way, we're going to take the boat out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to jump in the water. We're going to enjoy our day, relax. And I've got an appointment scheduled for Monday to get the tire looked at, ultimately repaired or replaced, whatever it may be. We just bought them. They're under warranty. Discount Tire is a great company. I have no worries whatsoever about the situation, and we're just going to keep on trucking. Once I get that tire repaired, then I'm going to get the car detailed, and then I'm going to get it over to Porsche and get it serviced. It needs a 2-year service. And interestingly enough, I found out, I was talking to Griffin. He's my service advisor at Porsche, and he said that Porsche on my Macan, like the transmission was flushed before I bought it as a certified pre-owned, and the transfer case and differential are almost like a lifetime non-serviceable fluid. Granted, he said that the new 2024 Porsche Cayenne now needs to be have the, I think the transmission flushed at like 40,000 or the differential at 40,000. I don't remember exactly which one he said, but it ultimately went from never to 40,000. I don't know if they changed the parts, the vendor, the supplier, the manufacturer, or if they had issues with it and decided, you know what, let's try to resolve some of these issues by getting the fluids changed instead of not. So that's that. I'm not buying a Cayenne. If you guys saw the video of me and Scott Creed, he's the sales manager at Porsche here in Destin, and he just got a new Taycan. So basically, if you saw that video, then you know what likely will be my future purchase. But that's neither here nor there. The Porsche Macan GTS still has a ton of life left in her, and more than likely what's going to happen is it will get new wheels because I want a little bit more of an aggressive stance. So I'm gonna get a little bit more aggressive. I'll have another set of custom made wheels by BC Forge built for the car and a lower offset to get that stance. And I'll probably go with a wider tire. They're still gonna be 21s, so it's not gonna be a super easy tire to find, but maybe at that point, it's not a road trip car. Or maybe I get a set of road trip wheels. I don't know. Additionally, it will probably get the Thule roof rack and the Alpine cargo box, and more than likely even potentially see future upgrades to power from Flat Six Motorsports, maybe new turbos and new downpipes and a new tune, and maybe a new exhaust too. But nothing confirmed or set in stone just yet. But it's got a lot of life left in, and it's only got like 60,000 miles on it right now. So I'm really thinking this may be it is actually one of my longest owned vehicles besides my F-250. But that was a little different. That was a work truck. So my personal vehicle, this is like one of the longest ownerships I've had. Usually at 1 year, I get rid of them. But I really like this car. I've also been through a lot of different ones. So without going back and getting the same car again, I'm kind of like at the end of the road in choices and selections. But this one kind of checks a lot of boxes, and it's very enjoyable. It's very fun. It really is almost the perfect car. So I will drive this probably until its odometer crosses over 100,000+, and maybe it'll be a case study for Porsche. Porsche is actually, knock on wood, the most reliable vehicle, or considered to be one of the most reliable vehicles out there. Now, despite Nick Murray and his early 911 woes, but that's the problem with the internet. It takes a problem and it multiplies it, it magnifies it, it amplifies it, and it isn't necessarily really true or indicative of the entire line or brand or anything like that. So that's neither here nor there. Like I said, the Macan's got a lot of life left in her, and I think it's actually a really, really great beach vehicle for the functionality. And yeah, no complaints whatsoever. I gotta go, guys. I gotta get ready. I gotta eat breakfast and put my swimmies on and get my sunblock going and be ready for this this boat here in a minute. But I'll see y'all guys. I'll see you guys real soon. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all take care.